There. Now I have officially invited Keith Graber. He should be here. He's waiting with bated breath to get on here. I know he's going to be here. I know it. I just know it. Here he comes. I'm sure this is him because it flickered. It always flickers right before your guest comes on. So let me go see if this is him. Doesn't tell me. Do you see the invite? And can you click it, Keith? Okay, cool. So would you do me a favor? I invited you to join. Can you follow that link? Because I sent you an invite. And if you would type here, talk here so I don't have to keep leaving and going to, yeah, I sent you an invite a minute ago. And so it should say, do you want to come on? And it says it's allowing my guests to come on, so swipe left to reveal comments and reactions. I don't know why you can't come on, Keith. This is the second time I've invited you, and you should be able to just click and get on. Do you see anything on your device that says join? It says I don't have any voyeur. Ray James is here being patient. Ray James is here. And I don't know why, Keith, that it's not allowing you to click to come on camera. And it says I have 3 guests, and it's not including you. So you accepted the friend request, and I don't know why it's not acting like you're a friend. My viewers. This is so weird. Okay, I'll tell you what. Ray, Keith, and everybody else is... Oh, yes, you did find that button or whatever. That's the quickest approval anywhere. Banking.
Hey, what's up, Linda?
Hi, Keith. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Fabulously. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming on.
My pleasure. I tried clicking the button 45 times. Apparently 46 is the magic number.
That is.
That was not a political joke. I didn't mean it like that, but it just fell out of my mouth, so take it for what it is.
Oh my gosh. It's so great to have you here. Green screen and all. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, normally you could see stuff on this green screen, but Facebook, am I right? It's so cool that they forgot about technology.
Yes.
Good job, guys.
This button on my refrigerator, this magnet, matches your green screen.
Beautiful.
Face.
Is that a virtual kitchen background, or is that your real kitchen?
It's my real kitchen.
Nice.
My new apartment. It's just
jealous.
An old place, and it's cheap, and I like it. I look younger up here, don't I? Yeah, I do. Okay, well, I'm not younger, but anyway. So I'd like to introduce our guest to all of you who are watching Comic Spot today. He is an LA-based comic writer and artist. His name happens to be Keith Graber, and he's the host of The Shit Show. Just in case you didn't know, you thought you were The Shit Show. Nope. Keith.
I specifically named it The Shit Show with Keith Graber, knowing that there's so many other shit shows out there.
That's so smart. See, I think we should all be in sales.
Yeah, I slapped my own name on it to brand it, which I don't know which direction that send the sales in, but, you know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And you're the host of everybody's a comedian podcast.
Yep, that's my podcast. It comes out monthly because I can't handle any more stuff. So I'm not doing another weekly thing or whatever. It's once a month. And I interview a couple comedians and we talk about like their specific relationship to the comedy industry. So it's kind of informative if you're new to comedy, and it's also highly relatable if you're a veteran of comedy.
Oh, that's so cool. Well, that's
at least that's what I'm going for.
Mine. Mine's relatable if you're 70 years old and you're in your kitchen.
Nice.
That's about it.
So like the same with Werther's.
What's that?
The same with Werther's Originals.
Yes, that's right. What's this button of the, you had something else that you are also the host of. But
is it Sick Folks of Cinema?
I don't know. I wrote it down and I can't read my writing. Help, I've fallen to the abyss and I can't get out.
Yeah, you need Life Alert for your penmanship. No. So I host a weekly podcast where we review like horror movies, and that's called The Sick Folks of Cinema, not the other thing you're thinking, guys. Get your mind out of the gutter. And we do that every Friday, and we just review a horror movie. It is definitely rated like R+. There's a lot of gore and a lot of potty mouth talking about horror movies because a lot of them are pretty crappy. So, but it's fun. It's all these things you can find on my Instagram. I have a link tree there, and you can find all my weird projects that I work on.
So Instagram is the way to connect with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, okay. I'm on everything pretty much, but I'm active mostly on Instagram. For me, Instagram's like the party. That's where like you put up, the visual stuff, the fun stuff. I'm on Twitter, and that's where people sort of like, speak their mind and stuff and your daily shower thoughts. Facebook, to me, I don't use Facebook a lot. No offense to you guys out there, the Facebookers, but like Facebook is where like, I can hear like all the people who are in my third grade argue about like gun control. That's like what my Facebook feed is like full of. And I'm just like, I'm this close to deleting it,
Totally. I thought the best time America had arms control was when Michelle Obama wore sleeveless dresses.
Right?
Those were some guns.
Good. Yep. She had some guns.
So you're on Instagram as Keith Graber and Facebook?
Yes, Keith D. Graber. Keith, it's always D. Stands for dork.
Seriously?
Yeah. Well, I renamed myself. It would be weird if a guy's first name was dork, but we have Richards walking around saying they're dick, and they mean the same thing, people. You don't realize that, but those words mean the same thing.
Do they really?
They do. I don't know if it comes from like Yiddish, but they have like every word they have is for a penis. Like everything just comes down to like it's like a million words for penis. It's like they're like what are the Eskimos of snow?
You're the schmeckle of Anchorage.
Uh-huh. Don't be a putz. Yeah.
Schmeckle, schmuck. What are the other Yiddish words?
Oh, I can't even remember because like all the letters are just like it's like one big boggle tournament. I just can't keep up with like where the Z goes before the C and after the W. But yeah, I had a friend who would always like throw those at me in school. But
did you ever hear the German Yiddish poem about the Katze hat for vier Beine? The cat has four legs.
Oh yeah, I had that memorized. No, I've never heard that.
It was the cat has four legs and around the corner another one. Talk to me like my father.
We had a similar one in my school. It was based on the availability of milk and lemonade. But yeah.
Milk and lemonade.
Forget how it goes.
That's like oil and water. Well, let's talk about you growing up, Keith. Where in the heck did somebody come from that's as wonderful as you?
Okay, you're assuming I've grown up. I'm originally from Philadelphia, but I'm a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm a nice guy. I moved out of Philly wow, literally half of my life ago. Half of my life was in Philly, and then half of it was gallivanting around. Actually, most of it's been out in LA now. So I've been in LA for maybe 20 years, 19 years, something like that. Yeah.
How do you like LA as opposed, do you have a lot of jokes about the differences?
Between LA, I mean, you know, it's not even funny anymore because everyone, you know, I did post a tweet about how the weather in LA is like, there's only two temperatures. It's like kind of chilly or way too hot. You know, it's like that's all they have. That's, you know, it's like when you go to In-N-Out and they're like, all we got is burger and fries, dude. If you don't want that, you got to leave.
Yeah.
They should have that on the sign, you know, welcome to LA, blah, blah, blah. We have two temperatures. But I don't know. It's weird. It's definitely way different. I do like, you know, it's really hard to find row homes in LA, which I enjoy. I grew up in a row home environment, and man, how many like fights and arguments did I see with people sitting on a stoop, you know, drinking out of a paper bag? I don't miss that. I'll tell you.
Philadelphia people are pretty chatty too, so I assume when they're arguing, it can go on forever.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean, you could just, thing is, you walk around in Philly and then people just like yell at you from a car, you know, it's weird. But
I lived in Philly for, I don't know, close 6 months or something. I don't keep track really, but you know, like my life's a blur. I'm hoping I'll soon be able to see it all before me and have it flash. But yeah, I lived there and I loved it. I loved walking by the art museum to downtown. It's a great city. It's still safe there in some parts.
Well, they say, you know, they say that your life flashes before your eyes before you die. With any luck, that happens because I'll live like another 40 years trying to, you know, see, like looking at all the footage. It's going to take forever to get through.
Maybe you should go into editing so you can stall the process of crossing over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it's going to be bleeped out too. Hopefully.
If you get really good at editing, you might be the first person who can, I don't know, literally or figuratively or artistically bring some kind of U-Haul, bring that with you. They say you can't, but maybe you can in the virtual way.
Bring it with, but you'll have to return the U-Haul. So that's a whole process of like, that's how we have ghosts haunting us. I'll tell you this. I've done some editing recently on a bunch of different videos, and you don't want to be good at editing. Being good at editing is like being good at dishwashing. Like, it's just, like, you know what I mean? Just, you pretend you're bad at it so that you don't have to do it. Like, that's what you should be doing. I don't know.
That explains a lot of my money that went down the drain, I'll tell you.
Yeah. I'll tell my wife, like, oh, I don't know how to do it, honey. You're so good at washing dishes.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of money to be made in being an average editor. Like, I just don't know how to do it any better than this. I give up, right?
Yeah.
That's what you get when you hire somebody, but you're good at it.
I mean, I'm like Captain Jump Cut because, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not retaping it. I'm not like, you know what I mean? This isn't NBC. We're not doing like a you know, high production quality. Like, I'm just boop, 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 boop. Here, people laugh at it or don't, you know. I only have a day for this. So.
Oh my gosh. I've done 650 some interviews, and I only have like 430 of them or 350 of them on YouTube, and I don't have anybody that's even halfway good to get the rest of them on YouTube and Spotify. It's going to cost me millions of dollars. I got money for this.
Well, are you on Anchor? Do you have your podcast on Anchor?
I might have tried at one point, or some tech person might have tried.
Anchor's the easiest way to get all your podcasts, like, audio distributed to all the platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all that kind of stuff. It's pretty simple. You just upload it, and even this guy could do it because he does. That's how I know.
Okay, I'll write that down. I'm sure.
Anchor.fm.
Anchor FM.
Anchor.fm. That's their own domain. It's not even .com. It's .fm.
Okay, awesome.
So, sounds like a porn site or something, right?
Yeah, I'll ask you the typical questions. Notice how I skipped over the porn comment. What do I know about porn? A lot. I know a lot about porn. So I'm skipping over it. Happily skipping. So, you started becoming funny when, how, when did that rear its beautiful head in your life?
Started becoming funny. I'm still looking forward to it. I was always a little bit funny. I always appreciated comedy. I was always the kid that had like joke T-shirts and stuff, you know. I had like Weird Al and vinyl, you know, when I was like 8 or 9 years old. I'm a lot like Adam Goldberg in the Goldbergs, you know. And then I honestly didn't start doing stand-up until just a few years ago. And I wrote sketch comedy with a couple partners. One of them is possibly still here in the chat, Ray James.
Yeah, he came on earlier.
Yeah. And then I started doing stand-up, and now I'm producing stand-up shows, and it's all virtual, but we're starting to move to the real world. It's happening, people. Reopening. It's happening, whether you like it or not.
Wow.
Whether your cough is dry or wet, we're doing it. We're going out there into the wild again. So
brag on me some and tell me all the things you've written for, and like brag about it. Let's do this.
Okay. You know, I didn't really capture as many writing jobs as I wanted to, but I did work on a lot of projects. So I wrote a lot of sketch comedy scripts with a couple writing partners, and I picked up another writing partner where we worked on a couple like animated sitcom kind of scripts. And I picked up this really cool job right before the lockdown happened, where I would write sort of like adult parody versions of fairy tales. It was called Fairy Tale Friday, you know. So it's like, imagine if Family Guy did the retelling of Frozen. It's like that, you know. So I picked up a few of those jobs, and I loved those jobs. That was so much fun. And then once the lockdown happened, they stopped shooting them, and so the demand for the scripts went away. And then I started doing Zoom comedy, and I picked up a partner who we now produce Zoom comedy together, and that's Liar Comedy. We do mics on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays. We do showcases once a month. We're going to start on our live showcases starting in May.
Oh yeah, you're the co-producer at Liar Comedy. I forgot that.
Mm-hmm. I almost forgot, but I just now remembered. Sorry, Ed. And Ed Rosgen he's my co-producer, and we also do we do a lot of fun things. We do a comedian game night where we play like you know, Jackbox games like Quiplash and stuff like that on Twitch. We do Locked in a Dungeon, which is like when we a bunch of nerdy comedians sit around and play D&D together, and we have our characters we have sketches of our characters done. You know, we're all like in costume and stuff like that. It's funny. That's coming out soon on Twitch. We do roasts, and the last roast we did was Craig Applebaum. We roasted him, and we streamed it on Hot Mic, which is a new comedy platform. It's a lot of projects in the works, actually, and we're doing our Monday mics are going to be different. So usually it's very limited capacity and invite only, but on Mondays now it's going to be show up, go up, streamed on Twitch, and sort of just like a Wild West, sort of like, who cares, you know, like we're going to go crazy with it. We're going to be weird. I think I don't know if that's, the shit show. I didn't talk about the shit show.
Let's hear about the shit show.
So the shit show is a comedy game show basically, and that I created. That's the next thing that I kind of created. I guess almost a year ago. Um, and so it's sort of like there's improv. There's a little bit of like roundtable talk show, comedian talk show format, and then there's mini games. We do something called a photo roast, where we'll have like, so it's a panel of 6 comedians with myself as the host. And then we have Christina Ceballos. She's our tech services for all of our shows, and she's running the tech and stuff like that. And, we'll just talk about current events and stuff. And then we play odds and ends games. And then there's little mini improv scenes where we just goof around. And then we do our photo roasts, and we take a random photo from the internet and we just roast it to death. But yeah, it's a fun show. You should check it out. That's on our YouTube page, on our Liar Comedy YouTube page.
So
all these links can be found on the Liar Comedy link tree, which is in our Instagram.
Your Liar Comedy link tree has all your links, and that's on your Instagram for Keith Graber.
Yes. And I think that's all of the projects that I'm working on, except maybe a couple that I can't think of right now. Oh, yesterday's sushi. Did I tell you about yesterday's sushi?
I heard the words, but I don't know what the premise of it is.
Okay, so this is like an entire plug fest for me. It's like, you know how Red Lobster has Lobster Fest? This is just the Keith Graber plug fest.
Yes.
So I realize it. So if you're at home writing this down, which why would you do that? That's weird. But I'm sorry. I apologize for all these weird links. Okay, yesterday's sushi is my new merch page that I opened up because I'm not doing an OnlyFans, people. I don't care how many comedians are doing it. It's like, here's the thing. I'm not gonna wax. I guess that's my #1 rule. So that's why I'm not doing an OnlyFans. So I opened a merch page, and it's like the joke t-shirts and it's like, imagine a Spencer's Gifts, but not without all the class. You know what I mean? Like something like that.
Or like the S&H Green Stamp store.
Yeah, or like a Not So Hot Topic. Something like that.
Or like Cardi B minus.
Yeah. So here's one of the shirts. Oh, we're on the Facebooker, so it's reversed, but yeah, so you can get all kinds of weird shirts, and it's a lot of designs that I identify with or I think is funny, and then just some like, just irreverent dumb stuff. Get a coffee mug that says some sort of catchphrase on it. That's the kind of,
I need
so
a coffee mug that's gonna catch my coffee grounds before it gets in the cup. Do you have one of those?
Huh.
I'm really bad with anything in the kitchen.
Here's the problem. All of everything that I write is completely unfiltered. It sounds like you need a filter. So there's the problem.
Both kinds.
Yeah.
So they go into yesterday's sushi and get fresh sushi and.
Oh no, the sushi is always day old. Wait, what's the catchphrase? I don't even remember my own catchphrase. Always raw, sometimes fresh. I don't know. Or mostly fresh. Yeah, no, it's on Redbubble.
So they go to Redbubble, and that's a thing on the internet.
It's an internet thing, yeah.
And when they go there, they type in yesterday's sushi, and magically your merchandise goes into a cart, and they get it dropped at their house by drone.
Yeah, that's roughly like that's the Zack Snyder cut of what happens for sure. Yeah, that's exactly mostly it.
But not so much. So they go on Redbubble.
Redbubble.com, yep. And then search yesterday's sushi, and then so it's super simple. You take out the apostrophe from yesterday's, and then no space. So there's like 2 S's together, all one word. You just do it and it comes up. If you search it any other way, Redbubble's search platform isn't really that good. So it's hard to find it if you search it any other way. I didn't think that through when I named it, but Redbubble, you got to clean up your game, man.
Yeah.
You're slipping.
So when you named it yesterday's sushi, you weren't thinking sexual and smelly.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking sexual, but I was definitely thinking smelly. But now I am thinking sexual and smelly. So yeah, I'll be right back. Actually, no, I could stick around for a few more minutes.
Oh my gosh. So you became funny early in life, and all of a sudden one day you just went up on stage and made people laugh. Exactly right?
Sort of like that. Yeah. Well, here's what I was doing the sketch comedy, and then my friend suggested that we both do a stand-up class to sort of like expand on the craft a little bit, just he's an actor. Those actors, they love to workshop. They'll do any kind of workshop. They're like, I'm going to do a skydiving workshop, and it's like, bro, people just go skydiving. You don't have to call it a workshop. Like, but yeah, they workshop everything to like get life experience to build out their skills, and hopefully that translates into them perfecting their craft. And that's smart. It's actually a brilliant idea. And so we did that with stand up, sort of like to expand on our abilities with sketch. And I really liked it, and I stuck with it. So yeah.
And so, like, the first time you went on stage, then you started getting booked right away and went in one contest and got a Nobel Peace Prize for your comedy or anything. What's the trajectory of your comedy career?
Well, the Nobel Prize, you're right. I've been meaning to dust that off. That's somewhere here.
Yeah, screw it. It's with the salt shakers.
Yeah. No, the closest thing I have is a trophy from when I won Star Wars trivia on a Carnival cruise. That's the closest I'll ever get to the Nobel Peace Prize. But you know what? It was worth it.
Wow.
But by the way, winning that trophy is so much better than what people normally win, which is like dysentery or whatever other. Like, why are cruise ships so? It's just like a mall. Like, I don't get it.
I think it has to do with the air vent. That's why they get sick.
Yeah, but they're in the open ocean. You know what I mean? Like they're
with the windows.
That's where wind comes from. I don't get it. I just don't. Yeah, we could go like the science is. We're probably not going to figure out the science today on this chat, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense, right?
Since when do we trust science? I mean, like,
yeah.
Even Einstein is like, I'm not brushing my hair. Forget science.
Well,
I don't believe.
Yeah, we're definitely on the right platform for that. Yeah. So Facebookers, yeah, don't worry about science. Forget it. Just throw it all out. No, okay. So my trajectory in comedy. So I did. I started out. I had some friends in comedy, so they booked me on shows. But I started out, and you have the imposter syndrome when you first start out. Or at least I did. So that for me lasted like literally the entire first year, like from the first minute to the last minute.
Yeah.
And because what I did was at the end of the first year, I did a stand-up versary for myself, and we did a roast where everyone roasted me
for a whole year.
Yeah. And then I roasted, I got my rebuttal at the end, and I felt like it was a good set. And then I was like, oh, I can do comedy. Yeah, I'm not an imposter anymore, And then, so that was my first year and it was tough getting bookings. I got a couple, but you want to go up at least minimum of once a week, if not more. And I was barely keeping up with that. But now, you know what? It's also like, if you can't, I'm very entrepreneurial, so if something's not coming for me, I'm just going to make it for myself. If I can't find a job,
just a second. FedEx. Hold up, FedEx.
Is that the dog barking? Can I, while you're gone, can I just talk about what we can expect in the unboxing? All right, for the folks at home, type in the chat what you think she's receiving in a box right now. Nothing dirty, because we know it's not dirty.
I got my new artwork to go behind my couch.
Okay, that's about what I thought it was.
This is my closest thing I get to sex, so you don't take it away from me.
Couch artwork is the closest thing you get to sex.
Delivering packages.
Maybe we should revisit the porn idea. I mean, I normally don't recommend it to people, but.
So tell me what you were saying before I was so rudely interrupted you.
I have to, Ray James says he wants to see what's the artwork.
Okay, I'll open up.
We'll do an unboxing.
I'll unbox it right on the air.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if it was X-rated artwork? You know, like just
that would
just
be
some edgy
hilarious,
stuff.
because that's not what I ordered.
Mm.
Did you know that if you order stuff and they say it's out of stock, that you might get it at your door anyway, and you get it for free?
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten half the stuff in my house. I've been able to give. Bill Gewurz is here. I've been able to give stuff away because they're delivering it twice. Anyway, I'm opening the box, but I want you to talk.
Oh, say okay. So, yeah. So I figured, you know, why not? If I can't find a job, I'll create my own job. I'll start a business. That's always my philosophy in life. So I started producing comedy shows on Zoom, and now I'm producing shows just for my own stage time. No, no, because I like to do that, and I also like to create a really fun atmosphere for comedians. That's what we do at Liar. It's really like supportive. It's fun. You know, it's the party. It's not a grind. We're not trying to. Everyone's grinding. We don't want to grind. We just want to have fun.
No grinding. Do
I
grinding.
mean, you have to grind to grow. You know, you can't just work in a bubble. You're not going to grow that way. But you know, we don't want every experience in comedy to be like, ugh. Okay, so it is Clouds and Stripes.
Yeah, and it's gonna go behind my couch right here. I'll show you.
Is that upside down?
No.
No, it's the right way. Okay.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Is that ocean? Is that the ocean on a flat Earth? Because I don't see the curve. So
It is.
hopefully it doesn't drip off the sides. Sorry, I'm just messing with you, Facebookers. I know that's triggering you.
So
Everyone from my 3rd grade class is going to give me negative
we have to
feedback.
trigger people.
Yeah.
They're so easy.
Yeah, it looks good.
So that's that. Now I have a picture in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Oh, I like the wall.
Thank you. Yeah, I live in a cell block. It's like a prison.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it a preschool? Where?
I had to get a crystal lamp because I want to feel like Audrey Hepburn.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in heaven now that I have my picture finally. I'll probably wind up with 2 or 3 more pictures just like it, because the left and the right hand doesn't know what's going on these days.
Yeah.
Okay, so I really didn't hear anything you were saying when I was having sex. I mean, opening my package.
I don't remember anything I was saying.
Tell me what all you were saying a second ago. Say it again.
Guys, do you want to hear the recap at home, guys? You know what? I don't even remember what I was saying. I was probably just bantering about weird stuff. But I will say this: Liar Comedy is the virtual comedy club, if you will, that I run. And you guys should follow us. Follow us on the gram. Follow us on. We don't have a Twitter. We have a Facebook. You can follow us on the Facebook. Oh yeah, that's right here. It's still a Liar Comedy, all one word. You can follow us on Twitch. We're twitching. What do you call it? Is it tweaking? What do you do when you're twitching? Yeah, you twitch. I don't want to say twitching. Like, it just makes me think of gerbils, and I'm not down with all of that. Okay, so we're twitching. We're on YouTube. We could use a few subs on YouTube. So if you're a sub and looking for a dom, find us on YouTube. It's Liar Comedy everywhere. And yeah, I mean, you could, like I said, the between the shit show, the roasts, the stand-up showcase, Dungeons and Dragons, or a comedian game night, you're gonna find something that you like. You're gonna find some sort of funny content. We also do memes and stuff on our Instagram. I do weird character promo videos every once in a while. And we have merch. There's Liar Comedy on Redbubble too. If you go to Redbubble and search Liar Comedy, it's all there. There's everything you want. And guys, if there's something you do want and you can't find it, please let us know. We'll make it. I don't care. We're shills.
I want to have you make me a shirt that you can have half the proceeds and I get half, and it's got to say boyfriend wanted, and then on the back, apply within.
Boyfriend wanted. Okay, so on Redbubble they don't do back and front prints, but
okay, I'm down below. Right, way down below.
Down below. Apply within. You know, they have skirts. You could put that on the skirt too.
That would be cute.
Mm-hmm.
I would sell it if you produce it now, and you can have half the money.
Okay. I'll do it.
I've been wanting to do that for years.
I think you're going to get a lot of applications. And you should. It probably should say also that the line goes around back.
Form line in the rear.
Yeah, because it's just gonna, the people are going to want to take a ticket and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh my gosh, you're a doll. Thank you so much for coming on. Do you have some live thing that you're going to be at, or some great Zoom thing you're going to be on that people can follow you, like stalkers?
Yes. Yes, I do. Linda, this whole thing was a plug. So yes, I do. Okay. So this Saturday we have a Zoom showcase. It is 6 p.m. Pacific time on Zoom. You can get tickets through our Eventbrite, which is another freaking link that we have. Liar Comedy, all one word. You could be in the Zoom room. We're not streaming this anywhere else, so you have to watch it on Zoom. And we're gonna have, I don't know if you know Sally Mullins.
Yes,
she's our headliner.
I love her.
Kim Clevenger, she's our host.
I've heard of her. I almost got to meet her, but yeah.
And then the lineup, we have Gary Hughes, Danny Colucci, Aaron Michael Marsh, and oh crap, one more that I can't forget because I'll definitely remember within the seconds that it takes for me to say these words. Damn it! No, I didn't get there. No, there's one more. I don't know why it's slipping my mind, but that's our showcase this Saturday. And then we're actually, I don't know if you've heard of the Comedy Chateau.
Yes.
Okay,
Felix,
so we're going to do a lot. Yeah, Felix's place. It's a great new comedy club. It's in North Hollywood. And we are going to produce a live show there in May. So stay tuned for the details. Oh, Lauren Jameson. That's who else is on our show this Saturday. She's very funny, and I did her podcast as well, a Wake and Cake podcast.
What? You did somebody else's podcast besides mine?
I'm sorry, I cheated before I even met you. It's weird.
We were
I've
on
done
a
that with
vacation.
a lot of women, actually. Yeah. So yeah, and then so in May we're gonna have a live show. So like in real life, meaning like you put on clothes. You leave your house, you shut the door, you lock it, and you go somewhere else and you watch us say jokes. Like, I know that the concept is foreign. We're still working with it. We're still trying to like iron out the kinks, but it's happening, people. So
that's like a progressive dinner. Have you ever heard of those in the 60s?
No, a progressive dinner.
Y'all meet at one place for one piece of a meal, and then you go somewhere else for another piece of the meal, and you just keep moving.
It sounds like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get things mixed up. So yeah, boy, the first time I tried speed dating, that went weird. No, don't do drugs, kids. You heard it here from Uncle Keith. Don't. You know what? Don't call me that. I don't know why I even said it.
Are you an uncle?
I am an uncle, and I am a certified funkle too. I am a funky uncle. No, I'm a fun uncle. It's true. It exists. It's a real thing.
I'm the best aunt in the world. Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
They love me so much. They can't wait for me because I'm so crazy. And they lived in a left brain world till I show up.
Yeah. You seem like an aunt who's always like on her third or fourth white wine, like it's just a party.
Last time I was with them, they were teaching me how to take my fingers and turn them into an alligator. So that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah. I come to their level. Do you do the same thing? Come down to their level?
Yeah, it's easier to do when you're wearing Crocs, by the way, if you want to do that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
No, they come down to my level. That's how like that's how much of an ever child I am.
You know, all the things that you said that you're going to be doing and stuff, because I'm still in afterglow from getting a picture in the mail.
Mm-hmm.
Will you type those to me so that I can post that? all your
Sure.
upcoming things, because I want people to follow you instead of me. I'm not here for fans and stalkers. You can have them all.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
lucky
you.
if I get
We
one
need
person
stalkers.
that comes to a show, you know.
Guys, we're looking for stalkers. If any of you out there are like, oh man, I'm out of bushes to hide in. Like, I have bushes. As long as you buy a ticket to the show, I don't care how much in my trash you sniff. Like, it doesn't matter for me. We need fans. So
What's with OnlyFans? Who wants to put the word only with fans? It's like they should have said the max amount of fans. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, man. I can't even do regular yoga. I'm not gonna do it naked. I'm just like naked yoga doesn't make sense because it's like you get so sweaty and like it's just the slipping. I don't want to fall over on a candle or something. It's just not into it.
I would never even do the Twister game for one person on FaceTime. Why would I want to go on to OnlyFans? Jerk around. For money? Maybe. Maybe I would if I'm desperate, I guess, for money. But nobody's desperate to pay. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how many of those OnlyFans people are watching this and considering it like hot stuff. You know what I mean?
We don't know if these people are jerking off while they're watching us. We really don't.
Yeah, the pervs on the other side of the camera, they perv, you know, they don't need permission from you. So
you don't. Like it's.
But yo,
I'm finding it hard to jerk off while we're talking. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I got to keep putting my hands in the screen just to like, you know, put everybody at ease. But so anyway, guys, if we brought you to climax, please tip. We'll put our Venmo in the chat.
Do you want to say your Venmo?
Oh my God, I don't even know. Do I have a Venmo? My Venmo is Keith-Graber, I believe. Venmo's always weird. They always put like a weird, like, yeah, it's an underscore. Yeah, but I think that's my Venmo is Keith-Graber. Dash, not to be confused with the D for my middle name. My middle name's not Dash. It's the actual symbol, Dash.
I like slash. That, you know, whenever I'm feeling angry or vengeful, I just remember that sometimes I can say slash, you know.
I follow it up with a backslash.
Thank you so much for coming on. You're a delight.
It was my pleasure. Good to see you, Linda.
Good to see you as well. Take care.
All right. See you guys.
Bye. Did I miss saying anything? Like, I don't know. I'm a beginner.
I don't think so.
I've only done 600 of these.
Yeah, you should ask me if I have anything to plug. Maybe.
Yeah. Did you want to replug anything? Your ears?
You know what?
Your anus?
Linda, I don't like the way we did all this. Let's take it from the top. What do you say?
Let's do it again.
All right, vote in the chat if you guys just want us to go for another. No. All right.
Thank you.
I think, I've eaten up enough of your time, so I'll take off. And thanks for having me on.
Oh, one last question. I'm like Columbo.
Yes.
What is the one thing you want to be remembered for? I'm sure nobody has ever asked you that, ever.
My forgettableness. No. What should I never. Hold on. You're basically that question. That's a deep question. You're asking me to calculate like past my own death. Let me see here. Okay, so I'm dead. They're walking around. What do I should be remembered for? I don't know. If there's anything you should remember about me, it's that I think curse words are stupid. Yeah, because I don't know if you know what a Dyson sphere is, but they got that thing. A Dyson sphere is when they put a cage around a star and they harness the power of the sun, right? And scientists think that aliens have possibly conquered this, and and we're not even at that level. We're like 2 levels under that. And I just imagine meeting these aliens finally and be like, "Well, what's your policy on no words?" You know what I mean? Like, we got to get over some stuff if we're gonna get to a level. You know what I mean? Like, we're bickering about the wrong thing sometimes. So, I know I kept it clean for this, but I try not to in real life, and it is dumb to be worrying about that kind of stuff. Anyway,
man, you're a delight.
Remember that, people.
You're just the funniest. Thank you so much, Keith-Graber.
All right, thanks, Linda.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
Follow him, you guys. Follow him.